I want to thank you all for your service to your country. My question is regarding the story about the abuse of the detainees at the Abu Ghraib prison in Baghdad. I don't know if any of you were there, but perhaps you saw the interview. Larry King interviewed the young U.S. Army sergeant that released the photos, and he described to Mr. King how when he came back to the U.S., he and his wife had to go into a witness protection program. That's very sad, should not be. I happen to think he did the right thing to release the photos. He said that his intention was to simply expose this to his superiors. He wasn't trying to do anything more than that. He just wanted his superior officers to be aware of this abuse. As I recall it, when he spoke to Mr. King, he said there were only 7 American soldiers that he could think of or identify that were involved, including the ringleader at whose trial he testified. And that's enough said about that. Now, but my question is, what impact did that story have on U.S. Armed Forces as the story of the abuse of these detainees made the worldwide news? And this is still in the news today, but I just want to know how it impacted our armed forces.
I'll tell you what it did. I was in Iraq when that happened, and I lost 37 men because of Abu Ghraib. All right, and I'm extreme. You know what? Everyone wants to talk about what these people did. They should go to jail for the rest of their lives. They should go to jail for the rest of their lives. And that young man who decided to leak that to the media instead of giving it to his chain of command, whoever decided to give that to CNN or New York Times, they should go to jail for the rest of their lives too. Because I'm sick and tired of having to, first of all, my generation has to be labeled as a bunch of criminals because of the actions of 3 undisciplined NCOs. One of those individuals happened to have been impregnated by her platoon sergeant. I mean, come on. I mean, what's going on in that chain of command? I have no idea what, National Guard unit, I think it was from Florida, they're piling up guys and pointing at naked bodies, whatever they wanted to do. You know what? I didn't even have cable. I had a lot more things to do in my spare time, like keep soldiers alive, than having to take pictures of detainees and abuse them. But I could tell you that the holy hell that created around Iraq led to the bloodiest month in April of 2004. And the second bloodiest month was May of 2004. And that created an absolute hell in Iraq. And whoever was responsible for leaking that to the media should be held to account, because that was not handled in-house at all. It was brought to the media, it was sold as a story, and it was used to show an administration and a Secretary of Defense as abusing, and also put a huge cloud over all servicemen and women that now we have to have witnesses, now we have to have pictures. When I detained someone, I did everything but take dental records. I mean, I literally had to take a photo of the guy, take a photo of what I detained, take a photo of the hand receipt of what I took from the guy, and then when I returned it, I had to give him a hand receipt with a photo. I mean, we might as well had bite wings and a Panorax, Let's get everything documented. I was looked at as a soldier as being a criminal because of the actions of 3 people. And it's despicable. It has me worked up, and there were plenty of Marines and soldiers that lost their lives because of that. So I don't have any sympathy for that kid, and I don't have any sympathy for anyone in that chain of command.